Like, y'all know how I feel about Trump, all right? And check that out. But the only way for shit to get right and fixed is for this shit need to happen, man. I talk to the big guys over there too, you'll see. But I get a little bit, we gotta start talking. We're human.
We didn't steal anybody's land. We're not Nazis.
Okay.
What's going on, this anti-white thing, is forcing people to get... I think if it keeps being said, it's going to make people racist.
No. So when Trump came down to California and stayed at the Los Angeles Continental Hotel, some white supremacists rolled up. Well, they say they're not white supremacists. I had a chance to interview them. They actually spoke. We actually spoke. The person I interviewed gave some valid points.
Did I almost fall back down? That's so close. Okay. Yeah, I know.
Oh man,
that's what I'm telling you. Why do you think
so a little robo happened between the Antifa and I believe these are the 3%ers. That's what the Antifa called them. He's saying that he's not. So it's only me with a whole crowd of these guys. So hopefully everything will be cool.
To troll them. That's it, man.
Now understand what he means by we come here to troll them. What he's saying is that basically they're going there to cause trouble. And they walk around with these cameras. See, so their thing is to cause trouble with the brown and black peoples, so that way they can catch on footage brown and black peoples jumping a white person. See, it's propaganda.
They come here to trigger us. And that didn't have to get violent. That was on them. And they make their women fight, bro. That's some pussy shit. You saw that. That's what they do at every rally.
That these guys, the 3%ers, started calling out the Antifas. Females came from the front to distract him, and while the big guy who's complaining about getting beat up was being distracted from the front, he got rushed from the back and was chased out of the protesting area. Cops straight up said, not our problem. They told them, what were you guys doing on our side in the first place? So dude got beat up and broke his glasses in the process in front of the hotel where Trump was staying at. White supremacy always changes the story. He's that kid that actually did the wrong thing, but then turns and says, he did it, right? So that's one thing about white supremacy. He made it clear to me once I approached them that they had firearms. Listen.
You should have a gun on me. I could have shot everybody there. But you see what I did? I de-escalated and I walked away. You should have a gun on me. I could have shot everybody there. But you see what I did? I de-escalated and I walked away. Antifa makes their women fight.
But what is the beef?
Because they know I'm not going to swing, but I could have knocked both those broads out.
I put my foot.
But what's the beef? What is the beef?
Because I'm a Trump supporter, conservative, they're going to call me out and call me a Nazi.
No, he did it.
Okay, but what is a 3%er?
A 3%er is a constitutionalist. See, you need to know how white supremacy uses their founding fathers' constitution as a cover-up to just a terrorist organization or basic criminal street gang. The 3%ers are basically the Minutemen, the guys who go in the borders and tie up our peoples like horses and hogs, hunt down innocent peoples. So 3%ers are like militias. Antifas are a mixture of groups, but mainly whites, and they take care of theirs. We take care of ours, because believe it or not, there's brown peoples that actually go and promote white supremacy. Yeah, that's why we call them the white supremacy pets.
You dishonor our people.
Who's my people?
Who's brown people, bro? You dishonor us.
Racist.
No, it's not.
Because you're going to
because white people are saying that they're down for their people. Okay? And you go and side with them.
No, I don't. I side with the Americans.
People.
Look. I side with the Americans.
And one day.
I side with the Americans.
One day.
Yeah, one day what?
The battlefield will answer.
Yeah.
Undocumented what makes me an American.
What is a 3%er? Because that's what I overheard.
You can't really part of who's squad either.
They're constitutionalists.
The constitutionalists. And what is that? Just you mean the Constitution?
We just don't want a change in our
Strictly the Constitution.
I want to keep
Well,
my
yeah,
guns.
that's the way it should be. Yeah, I want to keep my guns too.
Freedoms. I don't want my kids to be indoctrinated in schools. I want them to have their own choices, their own mind. This is a culture war, brother. This ain't no race thing, bro. This is a culture war first.
Don't have kids out of wedlock. Vote Republican.
To begin to understand what they mean by culture war is to begin to understand the Clintons, you know? Hillary, former First Lady, Senator of New York, Secretary of State, made the call on Bin Laden, believe what you want, but they give her the credit of making the call. Made the call on Gaddafi, you know? Hillary was with the business. Probably the most qualified individual ever to run for the presidency. But yet, Trump spoke to her as if Hillary Clinton was beneath Donald Trump. Accused rapist, accused pedophile, you know, misogynist, a crook, draft dodger, racist. There's two ways people look at Trump. There's the eyes of an American who sees a traitor who has no business in our White House and does nothing but disgrace and dishonor our country. And then there's the other side of America, white supremacy, who sees a white supremacist leader. Spoke to Hillary like if she was beneath him. But see, that's white supremacy. See, white supremacy believes that the only law of the land is from a white man. Colored folk can be right all they want. Women can be right all they want. But to white supremacy, your word doesn't matter because you is an empty vessel. Yep. He spoke to her so disrespectfully. As a woman, just as a woman. To speak to a woman the way that he did, man. But yet, men, regular men, we do not address their women the same. Because we don't have that mental disability of white supremacists. You understand what the Clintons did when they were in office in that White House. And one of the big things they did was NAFTA. They sent all the jobs away in the Midwest and down south. Those mills, those factories for the cars, shoes, clothes, you know. They opened that up and sent a lot of jobs away and left a lot of people hurting down south. That's why they say that she was the wrong candidate. Not because she was not qualified, but because they led the assault on white supremacy. Liberals, you know? You ain't gotta get married off the bat. It's okay if you want to be loved by a man and man, woman and woman. It's okay to have children out of wedlock.
Don't have kids out of wedlock. Vote Republican.
Their God, their guns, their white supremacy, you know, all that. You should know. Christianity is just another weapon used by white supremacy. God told Eve that you must submit and serve man because of your disobedience. Get the fuck out of here, man. If you truly think about it, it's woman who gave man consciousness by taking the bite of the apple, which I believe was just the reading of a book. It is woman who is mother of the earth and mother of man. We all come from a woman. So how the fuck was man first? Just like Deuteronomy, melanated peoples, colored folks, supposedly we cursed. Us and the blacks. Cursed peoples. Lost tribes. Because of our disobedience. Now get the fuck out of here. Christianity is just another weapon used by white supremacy. With that said, to understand culture war is to understand the Clintons. They've been trying to empower Hillary for so long, man, that she was the lamb of all women, if you look at it that way. And to put Hillary Clinton into the White House after what they seen Bill Clinton did, which I think Hillary was a lot of that whisper in the ear, you know. You put Hillary in the White House, that would have been the end of them. That's what they say. If Hillary becomes president, it's a civil war. They believed that Hillary in office would have been the end to their culture.
And you know what? Most people on that side are the ones who bring up race first.
He did it, he did it, he did it.
Yeah, I get it. The identity, because our people don't have identity in this country, as you know. We're like second-class
You
citizens.
have identity and culture.
Yeah, that
strong
way.
culture.
Your family unit.
Yeah.
Family unit's much stronger than whites, blacks. Mexican, Latino culture is much stronger than most
Think about like
as far as
white
family.
people taking care of their elderly compared to you guys. It's gone, and that sucks.
We don't do that shit.
No, hey,
It's a culture.
hey, yes.
Yeah, it sucks.
I mean, no, I noticed that. You see a lot more homeless. You see a lot more hurting. You see a lot more on opioids. No, I mean, I pay attention to that, bro.
It's related. It's not supremacy. I used to be a sharp, which was anti.
Oh, I know what the sharps are. Well, I knew a lot of them out in Vegas when I was young.
It's everywhere, man, and it's just like it's forcing people to. It's forcing what's going on. This white thing. It's forcing people to get. I think if it keeps being said, it's going to make people racist.
No, and that's what I hope not. Because see, that's what I call myself. I call myself in between the bullshit. Because I believe, I mean, come on. We got to talk, bro. We got to start talking to one another instead of just looking at the fucking news and people just, all you see is that.
So
the crazy shit.
I was in this guy's house. He's indigenous. Indigenous. I was selling, air conditioning. The guy was, you ever heard of union warehouse workers and longshoremen?
Yeah.
Union it's been around like 50, 60 years.
Yeah. Especially San Pedro right here. They're really big.
They're no different than us. Like I learned more from that indigenous guy than anyone I've ever talked to.
That's the way it goes. I learned asphalt from a white guy.
And people deserve their identities, because if we don't have our own identities, then we don't. Then sooner or later, the Mexican culture is not going to take care of their grandparents. It's like they're not going to do this because you guys have that. Man, I take care of my mom for a reason.
Okay, so my question is this though: how do you feel about Richard Spencer?
Don't like Richard Spencer. Don't like him.
Okay, good. So the alt-right group and all that, you don't stand for that?
I stand. So you can't. I'll just say this: you can't define all that.
For us as Europeans, it is only normal again when we are great again. Hail Trump! Hail our people! Hail victory!
How about Richard Spencer's alt-right?
That guy's gay.
Like Milo?
No, like he's like I don't stand for that.
Oh, okay. So you don't agree with
There's all these different.
that perspective of ideology that he holds.
He only wants identity.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of stereotypes that come with him. Here, let me ask you this: what's your impression of Richard Spencer?
Richard Spencer? I would not be talking to him right now.
What does he stand for? Like?
Come to understand, he's a white supremacist.
This is a unique burden for the white man, that our fate is entirely in our hands. And it is appropriate because within us, within the very blood in our veins as children of the sun, lies the potential for greatness. No one will honor us for losing gracefully. No one mourns the great crimes committed against us. For us, it is conquer or die.
Well, that's one thing about white supremacy. They lie a lot and like to take other people's culture. See, children of the sun is us, black and browns. Black and brown peoples are children of the sun. Know your history, know your culture. That's the beginning of an awakening.
Within the very blood in our veins as children of the sun lies the potential for greatness.
Because they'll take our culture. Silence is our own death.
He just looks like a pompous asshole.
He likes to pump up the white supremacy, like Steve Bannon. And you can't tell me Steve Bannon is not a racist after hearing the speech that he gave in France this past weekend.
I know, I didn't hear it.
Okay, well, he said that.
Let them call you racist.
Laissez-vous appeler raciste.
Let them call you xenophobes.
Mais laissez-les vous appeler xénophobes.
Let them call you nativist.
Laissez-vous les appeler nativistes.
Wear it as a badge of honor.
Portez-le comme un badge d'honneur.
I know in Europe that movement is growing.
So here, can I give you a different perspective on that?
Okay.
What's something that's demeaning to you?
Can call me I guess a beaner. Okay.
I kept calling you that. Kept calling you that. You would own it. After a while, you'd be like, it's a badge of honor. It's because that's the way to fight it. That's the way to fight oppression.
A prime example of that. The word nigga. N-I-G-G-A. A word I don't use myself. Now, keep in mind, not too long ago, motherfuckers used to want to kill you for using that word. Now, in today's society, it's been adapted by blacks, whites, browns, Asians, everybody. That word of oppression, such a disrespectful word, has now become a word that is freely and frequently used within our society. Like, motherfuckers didn't die to keep that word out of people's mouths.
Because every day we get stronger and they get weaker. I did not come here as a teacher. I came to Europe as an observer and to learn. And what I've learned is you are part of a worldwide movement that is bigger than France, bigger than Italy, bigger than Hungary, bigger than all of it. And history is on our side.
As Europeans, we are uniquely at the center of history. We are, as Hegel recognized, the embodiment of world history itself.
When it's a badge of honor, it's because people like the one go-to card for wanting an identity is you're racist.
You dishonor our people. Who's my people? Who's brown people, bro? You dishonor racist.
Just wait.
And I don't even like saying that. But think about it. If people, if you say, man, I just want to have kids. I want to have like the Hispanic family. I want to take care of my fucking elderly.
Just wait, bro.
And there's people that'll call you racist for that.
Don't show your face.
And then this is why. Because we shut down when we hear that. Because it hurts. It hurts.
Well, I believe every race should be proud of their race.
That's it. That's it. He's just a fucking. The difference between the guy you're talking about.
He wants a genocide.
He's never said that.
Wait, he wants a cleansing. He's called for a cleansing. Richard Spencer. I heard his speech. I listened to him a lot.
Then I don't. Didn't you listen to more?
Yeah, I do follow him. Well, you gotta watch those who threaten, right?
For us as Europeans, it is only normal again when we are great again. Hail Trump! Hail our people! Hail victory!
Other than that, I mean, this is the first time I ever met any of you guys, so I just thank you for the time.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
All right, I'm in between the BS.
So, I wouldn't be doing this if I was.
15-20%.
See this piece of shit? They give this guy good crack.
What are you, right? Anglo-Saxon? Or what?
What is your ground?
Check it out on my peoples in Orange County. Remember this face. Remember that one too over there trying to hide. Remember these faces. People like you are worse than the white supremacists.
Speak your mind.
Straight up.
We're giving you the chance. Go ahead. I don't need your. Go ahead.
They protect their role.
Obviously do if you haven't been speaking your mind.
Step back. Don't put your fingers in people's faces. Make it happen.
Make America great again. And one of our beautiful landscape beauties.
I was born here. I'm an indigenous to this land. Are you a victim? You're not a victim.
And are unleashing this whole culture of white supremacy, this whole culture of these people that have these guns that threaten people. Look, Refuse Fascism took to the streets on November 4th, and they were confronted by 200 armed fascists, and they were threatening them to go back home, to submit, and to shut the fuck up. But people stayed in the streets, rightfully so, and demanded that this regime be driven from power. We are an organization that is coming from very diverse perspectives. We are coming together under the recognition that this Trump-Pence regime poses a catastrophic danger to humanity and the planet. Yeah. Is this not what we're being confronted by today? We cannot normalize this. We must not normalize this. We must not normalize the cries of these children because they're losing their classmates. We must not normalize the screams of these young women when their mothers get ripped apart because ICE is coming Gestapo style to kidnap them and to deport them. And this is all stemming from the same fascist regime, and we have to stop them. We have to stay in the streets, and we have to demand that this nightmare must end. The Trump-Pence regime must go. I want people to put your fists up in the air right now.